This one feels decent, Tommy.
Oh yeah, that's a nice fish.
Yeah. Boy, that water's so clear. Look at that. Beautiful fish. Welcome back to Midwest Outdoors. I'm Matt Pachanich. That's Tommy Kimos with Uncle Josh and Kalins, and we're out here on the Bay of Green Bay, north of Sturgeon Bay today. And we're testing out a whole bunch of new Kalins soft plastic baits. Kalins is gonna roll out a big line of new plastic bass baits and walleye baits for 2014, and we're excited to be testing them here today.
Oh, I missed mine again.
Almost had doubles there, almost had doubles. Folks, this is the very next cast, and when you're on them like this, there's nothing better than catching smallmouth like this. Not as big as the last one, but when you can catch them on back-to-back casts, this is awesome. Oh, did he eat it?
I got one. Ooh, nice fish.
Is it?
Yep.
Tommy, was that in the new Kalins 4-inch whack-a-mole worm?
It sure was.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what, when they come out of the water like that, they sure have a tendency to throw some bait, huh? That's just a little guy there, but you know what? We're on a hot school, so we're gonna get him back in the water and keep rocking on him. Here's a nice one, Matt.
Oh, that's awesome.
There we go. What a beauty. Look at how dark that fish is. I'll tell you what, we came across these big rocks down here. We actually saw the fish. We dropped a camera on the fish and noticed that there was a fair amount of nice smallmouth on this thing, and it's so much fun to turn around and go back through and fish them. And we've been kind of working around trying to really isolate the school, and we just came over a little rise, and there's 3 big hooks right on the top of that thing, and I just dropped that drop shot down on them, and it ate it big time.
Oh, is that beautiful? Beautiful.
That thing just rocked it. That was crazy. Oh, he shook my bait again. This is getting to be expensive here, Matt. I'll tell you what, I'm happy that we got a chance to use this prototype today, though, but I'm concerned here that we're gonna run out of them in short order, but there's another nice chunky fish. I can hardly hook this thing. I'm in such a hurry to get back on that school. Hey, you know what, Matt? Maybe you ought to talk about this new bait before we lose all of them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a ton of different stick baits like this in the market, but we're throwing a couple of wrinkles into the new Kalins 4-inch and 5-inch whack-a-mole worm. We're going to load them with about 18% salt, which makes them heavier to sink and quiver a little bit, but we're also going to throw a little wrinkle on there and load them up with garlic. We're showing it today that smallmouth love them.
Here, I'm going to go show a smallmouth another one.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know, we were just coming up off that little lip there, and you know, these fish, this water's pretty cold, and these fish do not seem to want a whole lot of action put into that bait right now. And just slowly letting that sinker kind of drag across bottom, and it popped it. You just know when you set into those bigger fish, you know?
Absolutely. My new favorite little bait here, Tommy.
Oh yeah.
You can rig this thing so many different ways. I mean, this is on a drop shot here, on a jig head.
Do you need some help there, Matt?
Yeah, why don't you net this one for me?
All right.
Thanks. All right, he tattooed this bait. This is the new Kalins Sizmic grub, folks, and it's gonna be such a versatile bait. Like I said, I'm fighting this big smallmouth right now, this Great Lakes smallmouth on a drop shot. I got this one on, but that's what it's all about right there. Perfectly hooked at the nose, top roof of the mouth, and there's that new bait. And I'm rigging it just up the hook like that. That's a 3.8-inch Sizmic grub by Kalins, brand new bait, and you can see it's almost like a little swim bait, almost like a little grub, and I'm trying to imitate a goby with this right now, and there's the results right there. Boy, I think I found my new favorite drop shot bait here, Tommy.
I'll tell you what, you are definitely catching the right ones on that thing, aren't you?
Yeah.
Nice fish.
Oh, baby. Whew. Nice.
Nice job. Boy, that is a nice fish there. Now we're talking.
That's what it's all about. Same spot as the last one, folks. Look at that fish. Just a stud.
Oh yeah, that's a 5 there for sure.
That's a stud.
Nice fish, dude. Good job.
All right, so when I rig my drop shot, you got to make sure you tie a polymer knot because you want your hook sitting outwards like this. It's got to sit up. And what I do is I take it and go right through the nose of the bait, slide it down pop it out and slide it up like that. And I just kind of hide the eye of the hook right there because you need that bait to sit horizontal just like this. So you want it to sit horizontal and swing side to side and kind of up and down when you're shaking on that drop shot. And again, as you can see the profile of this bait, it's very deadly on just a jig head too. Just swimming along the bottom or through the water column.
Matt, that fish was in 31 foot of water.
Wow.
Right on the base of that wall. And there was a bunch of them too.
Oh, he's bulldogging you.
Oh yeah. You'd bulldog too if I pulled you out of 30 foot, right?
Yeah, yes sir.
There we go.
Woo. Look at that football.
Yeah. Chunky little guy, huh? Yeah, that's a blast. You know, it's so fun cruising around and hunting these fish down, you know, and you see them down there, and to have the right tools to go down there and catch them with these new Kalins products, it's pretty fun. So got to get up here and do this more often.
Yeah, we do. For 2014, Kalins is going to really blow up their line of soft plastic baits, and we have some really exciting profiles. The first one here is going to be the Kalins Sizmic Grub. It's going to be available in 4 sizes, and this bait is a very universal piece of plastic. You can swim it on a jig head, you can drop shot it. It's just really going to catch not only bass, but all types of species because it's a minnow bait. The second profile in series is the Kalins Sizmic Shad, available in 2 sizes, and this is a really, really good wide action minnow type bait that's going to be very effective on different types of jig heads. The third, and probably one of my favorites, is going to be the Kalins new Whack-A-Mom worm. It's going to be available on a 4-inch and a 5-inch. You wacky rig this or Texas rig it, fish it with a bullet weight or weightless, and you can fish this bait in a lot of different water depths. So check out all these great new plastics by Kalins at unclejosh.com. Nice.
Catching these things never gets old, eh? Well, it's not the biggest one, but that was a lot of fun to catch, and doesn't get any better than this, really, does it?
No, testing, playing with new plastics.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a heck of a day.
Yeah, it's always fun to apply new tricks to them and see how it's going to work. So, based on what we've done here today, I'm pretty excited down the road to put these things to work when the money's on the line.
Well, Tommy, it was a ball chasing these brown ones together today. Thanks for a great outing, and we had a blast testing the Kalins. Check out all these Kalins products. Go to unclejosh.com. I'm Matt Pachanich. This is Tommy Kimos. Midwest Outdoors will be right back.